Welcome to day 6 of your Speaking Challenge. And today we are going to be talking about hobbies. Hobbies are the number one topic for small talk, a very important part in American culture. If someone asks you, what are your hobbies or what your hobbies are, don't just say listening to music and that's it. No, because then the conversation will immediately stop. And yes, imagine that you are in an elevator or with a coworker, or you are in a networking event and you need to socialize, you need to interact with other people. And someone asks, what do you like to do? What your hobbies are? And then you say, reading. Yeah, that's it. No, you need to add more details to that. No, and that is the structure that we are going to practice today. So the structure is very simple. What is your hobby? Mention it, mention what is the activity. Why do you like it? Why do you like it? Simple. How often do you do it? Once a week, twice a week, every day, once a month? Add an interesting detail. So in this case, we are going to practice 3 examples, okay? And again, for small talk, for this kind of talk, you don't need complicated vocabulary. You need simple vocabulary. So, example one, what is your hobby? I like playing music. It really relaxes me. I listen to music every day. One of my favorite songs is More Than Words. It's a song that really helps me cooling down after a long day at work. Okay, so there you had the first example. As you notice, we only use simple words like relaxes, I think is the only different word there, like maybe not every day, but yes, still is a simple word, relaxes. I listen to music every day, time expressions that we use normally. One of my favorite songs. Okay, so one of my favorite. That is a phrase that we need to know. This is my favorite book, or this is one of my favorite books. One of my favorite. And then the article or the object normally is in plural. Songs, books. One of my favorite movies is, and then here, where it says more than words, you are going to replace with your example. And why? No, it's a song, it's a book that really helps me cooling down. Now let's see the next example. I love reading. It's my way to forget for a moment about my problems and the routine. I read every day for 20 to 30 minutes. I have a goal of reading 20 books this year. Actually, you can practice shadowing with these sentences in case that you are not sure about the pronunciation. Listen, and then you try to imitate everything. Not only the pronunciation, remember, but also the intonation, the ups and the downs and everything. Let's see another example. I love baking desserts. I love baking desserts. In case that you don't know what desserts are, okay? Desserts are sweet things. Desserts are sweet things. For example, cakes, donuts, cakes, donuts, uh, ice cream, chocolate. So desserts are those sweet things that some people like to eat and some people like to prepare or bake in this case. So the hobby is I love baking. It is the fun part of my day. The process of mixing, tasting, and waiting for the result, it's exciting for me. I only do it once or twice a week. It's my favorite part of the week. In December, you can find me baking cookies and cakes every week. So again, we say, what is the hobby? Why do you like it? How often do you do it? And an additional detail, an additional detail. So as you can see in the examples, you don't need too complicated vocabulary. Most likely you have reached, if you have reached a B1 level, you already know all the words that you need. And if you don't, let's say that you don't know how to say una vez por semana, dos veces por semana, una vez al año, don't worry. Find them and start practicing with them. Okay. So whenever we don't know a word, it's not the end of the world. We add vocabulary the same way that we added vocabulary when we were learning new words in our language. So simply as that, I don't know how to say sabor, the flavor. Okay, la palabra para sabor is flavor, but let's say that I don't know that. I go to, I can go to the English, Spanish dictionaries. One that I like is wordreference.com because in wordreference.com you can not only have the translation, but also definitions, okay, definitions in English, and also you can listen to the pronunciation. So having the definition, it's important. Yes, the translation resolve the problem quick, but it's with the definition that makes the word stick. Okay. And obviously, practice this word. We need to repeat it. We need to see them in sentences. We need to put it in conversations. So this is your challenge for today, your speaking practice. So follow the structure. What is your hobby? Why do you like it? How often do you practice it? And give an additional detail. Write it, practice it, and record yourself. Try to speak for about a minute about your hobby. That is a challenge. Try to speak for about a minute about your hobby. And I will see you in the next day. Bye bye.